everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another Cook With Me. Well, would you believe this is actually August? It's hard to believe, but I kind of like fall and winter because I love the decorating, but I'm not sure that that's going to take the place of the weather that we'll end up having. But in the meantime, it's coming whether we like it or not. We're still going to enjoy another month or a month and a half or 2 months of nice summerish weather. But we're going to start planning for fall. And one of the things that happens in August is all of that plants and fruits and vegetables that we have cultivated over the summer months start producing in abundance. Like, what do I do with it now? So what we're going to do for the next couple of weeks is a couple of recipes, probably one this week and 2 next week, on what to do with all of these veggies that we're getting from the garden, and some fruit too. So today's veggie of choice is going to be the yellow summer squash, or yellow squash, or crookneck squash, or there are lots of different names for them. Actually, in my way of thinking, it's interchangeable with zucchini in most recipes. But this one is a short, sweet, it can be a side dish or it can be a snack. And so we're going to make some Parmesan crusted squash rounds. Baked Parmesan yellow squash rounds. I'm trying to think what the actual title was. Now I'm just going to make what I have here. I have these yellow squash that came from our garden. So, but they're little, but they grew in a green stalk, a vertical garden. So let me take you down to the counter and I'll show you how to put together this yellow squash Parmesan crusted rounds. Back in a second. Okay, now there's actually only 3 ingredients in these. These are the little squash that I have. I'm going to cut some rounds about 1/4 inch. And they're quite firm. One second. Okay, back again. I put a wet towel under here. It will help keep this mat from sliding all over the place, which is a safer option for me. So if you have a problem, these are these little thin cutting boards that can go in the dishwasher. Okay, so now I have rounds. I think that's all I'm going to do. And then the next thing we're going to have is some freshly grated Parmesan cheese. And it wants about a 1/2 cup. I'm going to do a little bit more. Okay, now, the only other ingredient that we have is some garlic powder. Now my garlic powder dispenses rather quickly, so I put some in a dish here. I'm going to put these on a sheet pan. Make sure it says grease it or line it with parchment. I suggest that you line it, because even if you grease it, you're going to have cheese baked on, which is not so easy to clean. Okay, now I've got these lined up. I'm going to take a little bit of garlic. I didn't have this in here very long, but it already started to clump. And putting it on each one. And then we're going to take a nice, like a small spoonful of this Parmesan. The oven is preheating to 425. Now, if you like a little spice, doesn't have it in the recipe, but you could add some red pepper flakes a little bit to some of these. Well, that was perfect. And there you go, just as simple as that. Now these are going to go in the oven at 425, and it says about, let me just check the recipe. It says 15 to 20 minutes, but watch them the first time you cook them, because you don't want them to burn. Now my stove, I know, tends to cook a little bit hot. So I am going to watch them very carefully. So my oven just went off. I'm going to put them in, and I will let you know how long it took to cook them when they come out. Back in a bit. Here they are, right out of the oven. You can see they have a nice brown top. I forgot one ingredient. There's so many of them, I forgot one. So I'm just going to give these a little dash of pepper on the top while the cheese is still wet. Okay. Now I'm going to let these cool for just a few minutes so I can get near it, and then we'll give you a taste test. Back in a bit. Well, there you go. Now they've cooled a little bit, but as they cool, they get crispy, so you don't want to eat them right away. You want to wait and let them get a little bit crispy. But let me see if I can get a taste test. Hold on. Let's see, I'll take this one. Can you hear the crunch? delicious. I think we should try one more. Good. Now, there's one very important thing you have to remember when you make these. Oh, by the way, these took 17 minutes. But the one thing you need to remember is make them when you're home alone. Because if you don't, you're going to have to share them. I don't want to share it. So these are yummy in the tummy. Make them, you'll love it. Parmesan Crusted summer squash rounds. And I'm probably going to have another one, or 2, or 20. Anyway, anyhow, thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed it. You will enjoy this. It's a fun little recipe, and it uses up some of your summer squash. Next week we're going to use up zucchini, tomatoes, and maybe cucumbers. But until then, everybody have a great afternoon, evening, morning, night, whatever it is for you. And let me just move this a little bit this way. Okay. And I hope you stay warm, stay cool, stay dry, stay wet, stay whatever it is you need. And everybody play nice now. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell. And I'll see you again Wednesday. We're going to get ready for fall. Until then, I'll see you later. Love ya. Bye-bye.